Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to make my circles and lace bracelet, and I'm doing it as an all-in-one like this. I've got one smaller because Izzy wanted a smaller one. This one I'm using the bronze and the mother of pearl. This one is rainbow with white. Today I'm going to do one that is rainbow, but we'll do the black instead of the white. And I'm using the black limited edition rounded bands from Rainbow Loom. So I think they'll look quite nice. You're also going to need a clip of some sort, C clip, S clip, Q clip. I'm going to use the little black C clip that comes with the finger loom, but you can also buy them separately as well. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use rainbow colours, so blue, green, yellow, orange, red, pink and purple, but you can use whatever colours you like. Now, the important part of your loom is to firstly have both columns the same height, but you're going to take away the third column. You're just having two columns on the outside. The middle one you can pop out, we don't need it. Okay, make sure that the arrow or the open part of the peg is facing towards you. We're going to be using a single band, and the first thing we're going to do is lay single bands down the entire length of the left and the right column, like this. All the way down here, and then let's do the other side. Like so. Now let's pick the colours that we're going to start with. So I'm going to start with blue. I'm going to take two blue bands. The first one I'm going to put on my hook and do a figure 8. So I've just twisted it once. I'm going to do the same with the next one, twist it once into a figure 8, and I'm going to thread those onto a pair of black bands like this. Now the trick for this one is take your hook out and we're going to splay these open. Alright, and what we need to do, I'm going to put my hook one side so you can see, so when you splay them open you want that hole there in the middle. So you've got one band this side and one band the other, and we're going to skip that first peg and pop that there. Now the thing that you don't want to do, let's try with our green and I'll show you what we don't want to do. Here's one loop and the second. The thing you don't want to do is get these two black bands twisted, so when you take them off and splay them out, you can see there's no hole there. It's all sort of muddled up in the middle. You want both ends to be of the same band. So sort yourself out and find the two ends to the same band, and sometimes it's easy to just start again. Definitely easier in this case to start again. So 1 and 2, here's my two black bands. I'm going to make sure they're not twisted, pop them on my hook, thread those through like that, pretty it up, let go, splay this out, splay the other side out, and there I have both the ends like that. Let's do our yellow. Make sure your two black bands are not twisted. Push your yellow, let's splay this open and splay the other side open, and pop on your pegs like this. We're just going straight across at this stage. I'm on orange, open. Now I'm on red. Splay these open, marry them up to their other half. Let's try a couple of pink. Splay open. I'm on to purple. Now if you're just doing one loom length, that's fine, and you can do extensions either side to join them up. If you have two looms, join them together and do this as one whole piece, and that is much easier, because what we're going to have to do is take this off and do a transfer to get the other side, and that is a bit fiddly and can put some people off. There's our first loop, there's our second. So if you just want to have it one loom length, that's interesting. Go away. I've had hair in a few packets of my bands lately. Hair that is not my hair, not my cat's hair, not my kid's hair. It just looks like thick hair from somebody in the manufacturing plant, which isn't the nicest. At least I'm not finding it in my food, I guess. Oops, let's make sure it's not twisted. Split it either side. Now I'm only going to do one more. I'm not going to do the one down further, so we'll do one more, which will be orange. And I'm going to put two black end caps here. These are our start. So wrap it once and twice and pop on once and twice and pop on. Now what we need to do, we're going to take a black band and loop it up and loop it up. So you're taking, I mean, it is the same band, this is the same band here, but you're putting one end, the peg above, and leaving one end below. Okay, so taking the top band and placing it on the pegs above. Here. Alright, as I said, I'm not putting anything here. This is going to be where we attach to our C-clip. So take a hook and you're going to push down, and you need to find that bottom single black band and loop up. We'll do that on both sides, and all we do is dig down to find that bottom black band. Okay, if you have two looms attached together, you just keep going till you get to the top. But if you only have a single, like we're doing here, we will be doing a transfer. All the way up to the very top here. Now at this stage, what I'm going to do, I don't know if many of you have got these plastic hooks that you get in some of the bags of looms, loom bands that are not Rainbow Loom, but they're quite handy to hang on to because you can use them as a holding hook. So I'm going to pop mine through here. If you don't have them, a pencil works just fine, chopstick, toothpick, whatever, and we're going to take this off our loom, okay, like this. Please ease it gently off, especially if you're using the limited edition silicone bands. They can break if you put too much pressure on them. I know there's not many bands on the pegs, but if you rip it, just please do it gently. I don't want to hear howls of rage. So as you can see, when you take this off, that's our end here, right? And what we would do for the end, if you, now this is if you just want to do it like this and have an extension, okay? If you're just going to leave it like this, place your hook through the two end caps like this, and we'll take one or two black bands, pop them through like this, and you would just start doing, and I'll show you, you'll just start doing a chain. I use double bands. I think it is stronger and looks better, and so you would just keep doing chains. Usually for an adult I'll do 6 chains, for a kid I'll do 4. This is 3, and then on this side here again you would put 2 bands through here, 2 bands through here, join them together with 2 bands, and again do the same. You join them, you know, you do your chain, and then you attach together and you have a bracelet. Alright, if you don't want to do that, if you want it to be all in one, and I'm going to go back down to, this is our end cap, we're going to leave that like that. This bit is where we want to add to the bottom of our pegs now, our loom, but we have nothing here yet. So what we need to do is put this to one side. We're going to do the same again and put all your bands down the left and the right side all the way to the bottom. And there is going to be some fancy footwork, I am sorry. The order of the bands is quite important. So we'll put this down to here, and then let's do the other side. I'm just going to keep this to one side so it's not in my way. We're going to do the same. Now, we finished with blue here, okay? So that means our first colour down here is going to be purple. Alright, so I'm going to put them from here up. So I'm going to take 2 purple. And we'll slide on to 2 black, splay them open. Now this time we are going to put on the very bottom rung of our loom because we need to add this as well, okay? And it is going to be tricky, I do apologise. So purple, and then we follow the purple by pink, splay it open. And red. A lot of people ask me what size crochet hooks I use. I have a 4, this is my 4, which I like to do the majority of my looming with, and then for the fiddly stuff I have a 2.75. So they are my 2 favourite sizes that I use. And this is a Clover Soft Touch, and I actually got it from Amazon. Pinch them together and place. Let's have some yellow. Make sure I've got both sides of my band. There we go. Green. And blue. Oh, I can see that's the wrong side. Let's swap sides with it. There we go, that's better. Blue, and what do we go after blue is purple. Oops. Now, if that happens, all you have to do is go through here, grab your band, and pull it through, like that, and pop on the end. It's nice and easy. Pink. Red. Orange. Yellow. And I'm going to stop after doing the yellow. Just like before, we're going to take one side and loop it above, on the peg above. So like that for the yellow, take the top band, loop it above, top band, loop it above, like this. Now we're going to do this one up here like that, but we're also going to do some fancy footwork, because on these two pegs is where we need to attach these, but we have to do it in a specific order. The two loops at the front, so this loop here and this loop here, have to be underneath these two here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift the first one off and put it above. Alright, so those two loops are above for the minute. Then with this, you're going to take the first loop off your holding hook and place it on this peg. Okay, you're going to take the next loop off the other side of your holding hook. Here we go. So now you're left with two loops on each holding hook. Okay, so we have that like that. So you've got two loops here and two loops there. Now, from here, we're going to take the top band that we just put up here. Alright, this top band here, the purple one, is going to come off and sit back on top here, like that. Alright, next we're going to take, let's have our bands facing the right way, the next one off your holding hook and pop on, and likewise on this side. Try and get your hook under. You might need to spread it out a bit. There we go. Take that one off and pop that one there. Now you have one loop left on. Make sure this is pushed down. That loop is going to go on here like this and like this. So you now have that attached at the bottom. Okay, what we're going to do, get rid of those holding hooks because they're rather nasty, dig down and find that very bottom black band and loop up. Same on this side, the very bottom one, just a single black band and loop up, and now we can loop all the way to the top. All the way to the very top like that. Now, using two bands, black bands, you're going to dig down here, grab the two black bands and pull them back like so, so that they're at the back of this peg. Now push your hook through, still with this on, through the other side like that, and put the other end of those bands, reclaim it on your hook and pull back and up. You have them both on here like that. Gently does it. I'm going to push my hook up. You don't want to tie off at this stage, but you do want to ease this off your loom. Now these are going to be added to our C-clip, and I would have to say, if you're selling these, I tend to use the Q-clip if I'm selling something, or even a barrel clip, because so gently ease these off. Sorry about that, I had someone at the door come to fix my internet. Then these last two, let's move the loom out of the way. We're going to just stretch it into shape a little bit. There we are. So this is our bracelet. Now, as you can see, we have this one here on there, and we have these here. Alright, so what we need to do, I prefer to make things a little smaller to attach my bands to. So I'm going to use a separate hook, go through one side and go through the corresponding side. Okay, I'm going to take my three little end cap loops up and over, so I just have the two loops on my hook here. Do the same the other side. Put your hook through the three little end caps and then put it through the loop that you finished with. Move the three little end caps up and over, so you now just have the two little loops here on your hook. Grab whatever closure you've decided to use. I'm using a C-clip, and pop on. Now I have to admit I don't use C-clips very often, being that I make figures. I tend to use no clips. So that's one side. I'll take that off so I've got a bit of room to move, and now I need to put the other loops on the other side. I'm not very good, am I? Hang on. I can do this. I can do a clip. There we go. There we are. So my clip is in place. I've used a black one. And there is my bracelet. Now it goes either side. It really doesn't matter what side you do. They're both the same. If you feel that this yellow one is too close and it's sort of in your way, you can cut that one off and just have the two oranges as your start. You can make it as long or as short as you want. I am going to cut that yellow one off. I think it's obscuring. So we'll do it like that. So there you go. This is Circles and Lace. I really hope you enjoy making it. As I said, you can do any kind of colour combination that you like, but I think the rainbow ones are very pretty. Take care. Bye bye.